Good afternoon, pancakes. Today is September 7th. It's Labor Day. I didn't go to work today. Small celebration. This is my first paid holiday ever. I had a great weekend. It started out, Savannah and I went to Wave Country on Saturday. We had a great time there. It's a little water park off of Briley Parkway. There was just a big wave pool and some slides, and Savannah went down the big slide. But I also played some Skyrim this weekend. It's got me wondering, is Skyrim a good thing? I don't know how to answer that question. I have spent many hours playing Skyrim ever since I decided to do so one lowly night. Isaac, you have also played lots of Skyrim, and JT, I believe you have too. JT, I think you are the most knowledgeable among us about the happenings of Skyrim, because I'll ask Isaac about some things and he'll be able to help me figure out what in the world's going on. But then the other night, when I asked you, JT, about what was happening, you were able to give me a deep backstory about the political happenings of the whole realm and why the decisions I was about to make were going to be important and how they were going to affect these different macro level occurrences. That was really cool and really interesting. But for all of the time we've put into playing this game, have we put in too much time? And I've thought about this question a lot, not necessarily about Skyrim, but about video games. I think a lot of people come to this question and conclude that video games are just a waste of time. Nothing gets accomplished. You have these gamer scores, and it's just for people to brag and make other people who aren't as good feel bad. But then I also wonder, how is it so different from other hobbies, like watching sports? Other people also really like to watch TV shows. As we've experienced ourselves, they like to watch things on Netflix, and they'll binge watch these shows on Netflix. I wouldn't say that we binge watched House of Cards, since it took us several months to get through all 3 seasons. Those activities are very similar to how we play video games, that we can just get sucked in for hours at a time. These activities I've described are all sitting in front of a television, engaging in something in some way. I suppose other activities are similar, like going to the mall and just walking around, or going to a bar and hanging out with people, playing sports in different ways. Of course, those are a little different. They can perhaps be a little more socially engaging, and there's certainly a lot more exercise and health benefits to playing sports, or even walking around the mall because you're up and walking. I've not necessarily liked going to the mall because a lot of times that includes spending money, and as you all know, I don't really like spending money. But now that I have had my job, especially since I've got hired for full time, I've not got my first paycheck for full time yet, but I've been a little easier to let money just kind of get spent. I have these bills, my rent and the electricity and the water and the internet. Those come out to about a similar amount as we paid for Hillside. So once again, I've come to this sort of state in my life, like, what am I doing? It was really easy when I was in school because I'm taking classes. That's what I'm doing. But now that I have a job, there is a lot more free time. Going into this new semester where I'm not in school, I'm really hoping in my free time I'm going to be inspired to really get into something new or engage in the things that we've already been doing, such as We Are Pancake or building websites or whatever it is that we're doing. And it would be great if it just kind of happened and I didn't have to put a lot of effort into it, but truthfully, it will likely take a lot of effort. Let's see where that goes together. Pancakes.